Hello, thank you for joining me today. Welcome. I am God's major prophet Maxwell Nnawuihe. This is breaking news, and this breaking news is actually shocking. Trump bombs ISIS in Sokoto, Nigeria. Kanu's prison link exposed as Netanyahu warned. Barely 24 hours after the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that the Christian genocide and killing of Christians in Nigeria must end, the US has responded with bombing the ISIS target in Sokoto, the northwest of Nigeria. This is shocking Christmas bombshell. US hits ISIS target in Nigeria after Netanyahu warned, plus Biafra prophecy fulfilled. This is the fulfillment of Biafra prophecy. This is December 2025 strikes. Trump bombs Sokoto, ISIS ties link Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is an adherent of Judaism. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, is also a Jew, an adherent of Judaism. And you know that Biafrans have a mixture of Judaism and Judeo-Christian faith. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? Welcome once again. I am God's major prophet Maxwell Nnawuihe. I will be giving you the full details of names and all the places that were hit by the US bombs in Sokoto Caliphate and the reason behind this. You don't have to log out. You have to stay with us. Please make sure you have enough data. Today, we will explore in great details President Trump's ordered bombing of ISIS target in Sokoto Caliphate on Christmas Day 2025. Incidentally, that was my birthday. 25th of December was my birthday. Those of you that watched the video I made yesterday, you remember that one of my birthday one of my birthday requests was the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and also that the life sentence of Nnamdi Kanu be overturned. Now, this is the details coming to you. It occurred few weeks after Nnamdi Kanu was transferred to the Sokoto prison. 20th of November, his life sentencing. Next day, being 21st, he was transferred hurriedly to the Sokoto maximum prison. Weeks after he was transferred, that very land is being shaken by the bomb of justice. You need to understand. You need to understand. You need to understand that the prayers we are offering on this altar is not in vain. Don't ever think that our prayer is in vain. Don't ever be discouraged. Each time you receive a notification that I'm live on air, that a video is uploaded to this platform, don't ever hesitate to come and watch, like, and share. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button immediately. Thank you, returning subscribers. In this broadcast today, we will discuss how these events relate to Nnamdi Kanu, how they relate to Christian genocide in Nigeria, how they relate to terrorist killings of Christians, with Nnamdi Kanu as an adherent of Judaism and Biafrans, a mix of Judaism and Judeo-Christian faith, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, as a Jew practicing Judaism, and our ceaseless prophetic prayers and prophecies on this altar. These are the things we'll be connecting together. Remember that after my epic lecture and prophetic section on Sokoto Caliphate on the 4th of December 2025, the move to designate Sokoto Caliphate as a terrorist organization started. You remember Mike Arnold and a lot of other people who went and submitted. They made a submission at the United States that the Sokoto Caliphate should be designated as an international terrorist organization. That was after my epic lecture and prophetic section on the 4th of December. Since that day till now, and also the transfer of Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto till today, Sokoto has not remained the same. Now, the US bombs ISIS target in Sokoto Caliphate. Watch that very epic lecture that I'm talking about. The title is Breaking Sokoto Secret Rulers Meets Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto Prison. My recent prophetic prayer programs and prophecies for Nnamdi Kanu's release and Biafrans began on the 26th of September 2025, as many of you are aware of. Many of you, some of you are not aware of it because you are coming across my channel for the first time. That very prayer started 26th of September, 14 days prophetic prayers, and it has continued till today. These prayers came before Trump's first warning on the 31st of October 2025 to the Nigerian government to stop the killings of Christians, or US will intervene with guns are blazing. And on Christmas Day, which is my birthday, action was taken. Guns are blazing. Not just guns are blazing, bombs going off. If you are looking for information on Trump's bombing of the ISIS target in Sokoto, Netanyahu warning on Christian killings in Nigeria, and Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. If you're looking for information about the Christian genocide in Nigeria, Decree 14 prayers, and Trump's latest news in Nigeria, please like and subscribe to this very channel. Like this video, share it everywhere. Turn on the notifications so that you will not miss any of our broadcasts or any of our videos. The timeline of events from prayers to action. Nnamdi Kanu's life sentence was on November 20th. He was transferred to Sokoto prison the next day. This very transfer was aimed at isolating him, but it has drawn international attention with bombs in response to our ceaseless prayers on this very prophetic altar. I want you to remember my latest prophecy on the 24th of December 2025. The title of that prophecy is exposed today. Secret casket. Kanu's family won't bury Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. That was 24th of December 2025. The title again is exposed. Secret casket. Kanu's family won't bury Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. That very broadcast is still on this channel, just on the 24th of December. Go and watch it. If you have not watched it, you don't really know what to watch out for. And also the line of prayer in the remaining days of this season and this year. Make sure that you watch the two major prophecies about burial in Nnamdi Kanu's family. Remember also that I prophesied on the 18th of October that they want to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 4th of November. They jailed him on the 20th of November. That prophecy, 100% accurate manifestation. The only difference is that they moved it from the 4th of November to the 20th of November. Prophecies never lie. Without prayers, the worst would have happened. And that is why we are still here on this altar of prayer, standing in a gap. Even though people are enjoying themselves in the festive period, we are the watchers on the wall. A watchman does not sleep. A security guard doesn't sleep on duty. We are on duty because people refuse to listen to me. Nnamdi Kanu's wife refused to respond or reply to my message. His brother, his lawyers, etc. They did not reply my message till today. I am not telling you to tell them to start replying me. I am no longer interested in their reply. But I'm telling you that is why some of these prophecies come to pass, because people that were given instructions on what to do refuse to do it. On the 25th of December 2025, the Christmas day and my birthday, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a Jew of Judaism, issued a video statement that many of you must have watched. That video is here. I'm going to bring it to you right now. Like and share this broadcast. Don't ever waste any time. Rekabana koraba sandabanshe lekobia anteria. I am God's major prophet. Don't you ever log out. You have to stay with us. Watch until the end of this broadcast. It is important that you watch until the end of the broadcast. I am bringing the video statement of the Israeli Prime Minister, a Jew of Judaism faith, giving an order that the killing of Christians must stop in Nigeria. And after that, it was not up to 24 hours. The US president responded with bombs. I want to state quickly, Nigerian government was not in a joint operation. That is what they're trying to say now, that it was Nigerian government that gave the US government the clearance, the go-ahead order to bomb the ISIS target in Sokoto. It is a lie. It is not true. It was the president of the United States that gave that order after the statement of the Prime Minister of the Israeli government, Benjamin Netanyahu. Hear the video right now. Hear it. Listen attentively. Listen attentively. Now, like and share the broadcast. I am God's major prophet, Maxwell Nnawuihe. Here is the video. Here is it.
From Jerusalem, I send warm greetings to our Christian friends around the world. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. From here, the Holy Land, Israel, the only country in the Middle East where the Christian community is thriving. Israel is the only country in the Middle East where Christians can practice their faith with full rights and in total freedom, where Christian pilgrims are embraced with open arms and are so deeply appreciated, where Christians can celebrate proudly their traditions and openly do so without any fear. In Jerusalem, the city municipality every year officially distributes Christmas trees. It's been doing so for 2 decades. By contrast, a few days ago, in the Palestinian town of Jenin, Palestinians burnt a Christmas tree in the Holy Redeemer Church. That's the difference. Israel stands up for Christians across the region, wherever they face widespread intimidation and persecution. While Israel's Christian population is growing, the Christian population in countless areas across the region has been dwindling due to systematic discrimination and oppression. This has happened in Iraq, it's happened in Syria, it's happened in Lebanon, it's happened in Turkey, and it's happening in the Palestinian Authority. The birthplace of Jesus, Bethlehem, used to have 80% Christian population. That's when we were there. When we left and gave it to the Palestinian Authority, it has since dwindled from 80% to 20%. The persecution of Christians or members of any religion cannot and must not be tolerated. And Muslim militant displacement and attacks against Christians in Nigeria, that too must end, and it must end now. I'm sending Israel's Christmas blessings to our Christian friends around the world, and I ask you, know that Israel will always stand with you.
God bless you. God bless you, the Israeli Prime Minister. God bless you, Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm going to be bringing a lot of other clips to you. I'm going to be bringing other clips to you in this very broadcast. After this very video statement, official statement of Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel, the US government responded with a bomb. From the African Command, it was reported that the US government has ordered, or Donald Trump ordered, the bombing of the ISIS target in Sokoto Caliphate, where Nnamdi Kanu has been sent on imprisonment. That land can never remain the same. Go back to the broadcast I made on the 4th of December, as I'm saying. Go back to that very broadcast. Go back to it. It is very important you go back to it. It is an epic lecture that you cannot see on any other platform, whether on YouTube or on the social media. Go and watch it. Secret breaking. Sokoto secret rulers meets Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. Sokoto secret rulers meets Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. Go and watch that broadcast. Very important. Before the US bombed the ISIS target in Sokoto, Nigeria, there was the US surveillance jet that flew over Nigeria either between the 22nd or the 24th of December 2025. That was after the US delegates had left Nigeria. This represents US intervention for Nigerian Christians, which also fulfilled the earlier warnings of the President of US, as I said earlier from the beginning of this broadcast, and also in fulfillment of our prayers, you and I, as we have been praying on this altar. I want you to pause. Let us pause and have a reflection. Let us pause for your thoughts right now in the chat section. What are your views on these connections? What are your views on this connection I've made so far? The Israeli Prime Minister is a Jew and of a Jewish faith or Judaism faith. Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran. Remember that we are also Jews, and Nnamdi Kanu is also an adherent of Judaism. And you know that Igbos and Biafrans, we have a mixture of Judaism and Judeo-Christian faith. Yes. What are these connections? With the US responding to the Jewish Prime Minister Netanyahu bombing Sokoto ISIS targets, where Nnamdi Kanu is, what are the connections? In response to our prayers, type it right now in the chat section. And I want you to type prophetic prayer fire. Prophetic prayers fire. Type it now if you are following this broadcast. Now, for my birthday and support for the work of God, I want you to send to dollar accounts. Nnawuihe Maxwell Nnawuihe. The number is 204-054-5574. Swift code is FBNINGLA. That is the Swift code. If you want to support the work of God, if you want to celebrate me on my birthday for what God has done in my life and used me to do and will continue to use me to do, if you want to support the work of God and support the major prophet, send it to the dollar account. Now we have Maxwell Nnawuihe 2040545574. Swift code FBNINGLA. The bank is First Bank PLC. Now, if you want to send in Naira, you're welcome. The account name is Maxwell Nnawuihe, and the number is 10198667723. Maxwell Nnawuihe Polaris Bank. Number again is 10198667723. Polaris Bank. We have a lot of work to do. You can see a lot of people are celebrating and moving about. We are still here in the prophetic chamber, standing in the gap and praying. Bible says that a workman is worthy of his reward, and if you shall give a cup of water to the prophet of God, you shall receive the blessing of the prophet. May the Lord bless every one of you that was sent to my account to encourage me, to support me and my ministry, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Now, I want us to look into the areas that the U.S. bomb targeted, the ISIS target in Sokoto Caliphate. What are the reasons behind these very areas that were bombed? Let us examine the specifics of the bombing. Trump's Christmas Day strikes focused on ISIS locations in Sokoto Caliphate in northwest Nigeria, an area that is associated with ISIS West African province, which is ISWAP. ISIS West African province, which is ISWAP, and its allied groups like Boko Haram, like Ansaru, and the rest of them. The US used drones and strikes without Nigerian authorities. It was not the president of Nigeria that gave the go-ahead order to the US president for these bombs and strikes. The main targets included: number 1, Jabo Village. That is the number 1 target, that where these ISIS targets were located, that was bombed by the US government as ordered by President Donald Trump. The location number 1 is Jabo Village in Sokoto State. Jabo Village in Sokoto State. And number 2 is Tangaza local government area. Tangaza local government area. I will tell you why these places were bombed. I'm going to tell you why these places were bombed. Please like and share this broadcast everywhere. Now, another location that was bombed in the US 2025 December bombing is Illela border region. Illela border region. I don't know if I pronounced it very well, but the spelling is I-L-L-E-L-A. Illela border region. Now, why was this locations bombed? Why did the US choose these locations for bombing on the Christmas Day? Now, the Jabo Village of the Sokoto State, this very area, the Jabo Village, has been used by the ISIS for logistics and training. This Jabo Village in the Sokoto State has been used. This particular area that was bombed in the Jabo Village has been used over these years by ISIS for logistics and training. So, like their transit route and their training camps, most of the logistics in terms of weapon, in terms of the shipment or the conveying of different kind of equipment for operation, for terrorist activities, we are in this village, in this very village, Jabo. So it was struck, which resulted in the elimination of several terrorists without any report of civilian casualty. Now, the second location that was hit by the US bomb on the Christmas day was Tangaza local government area. Why? Because in this Tangaza local government, there are a lot of camps that are connected to ISWAP. Camps, several different camps. So they were targeted and bombed. This very location, which is Tangaza local government, have been involved in different kind of attacks on nearby Christian communities, leading to the displacement of several Christians. Therefore, it was very, very important that it is targeted and terrorists eliminated, the location and the camps bombed to ashes. Now, the other location, which is Illela border region, why was it bombed by the United States on Christmas Day 2025? It was used as hideouts near the Niger border. The Niger border, this Illela border region is close to the Niger border. So the terrorists, they use this region, Illela border, as a hideout. That each time they go and carry out their terrorist activity on Christian communities and regions, if they feel that they will be apprehended and there is no protection within that area for them, they will quickly run down to the Illela border region to hide. So, these very hideouts were struck. They were hit by the US bomb on the Christmas Day 2025 in order to disrupt smuggling and operations of these terrorists against churches. So, Sokoto Caliphate contributes to ongoing religious challenges where groups like Fulani Herdsmen, Boko Haram, and ISIS have continuously targeted Christians. In 2025, about 7,000, if not more than 7,000 Christians were killed across places like Maiduguri, like Plateau State, Benue State, Kaduna State, and others. The US strikes aimed to address these terrorists killing Christians, described by President Trump as action against ISIS terrorist scum in his official statement. Now, do you know that this relates to Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison? Do you know? As I said from the beginning of this broadcast, it actually does. The strikes happened weeks after Nnamdi Kanu was transferred from Abuja DSS headquarters to Sokoto prison. The strikes happened weeks after his transfer, raising questions about protection. Kanu's Judaism faith and Biafrans Judeo-Christian faith blend, which highlight the broader religious dimensions, is what is actually playing out. Also, in response to our prophetic prayers over the months, Bibi Netanyahu's warning as a Jew, which also draws parallels to biblical or historical struggles of Israel and Biafra against persecution and existential threat. That is what is playing out here. They are all connected. Remember that in 2018, when Nnamdi Kanu appeared in Jerusalem, you remember, after the Operation Python Dance 2 on the 14th of September 2017, that Nnamdi Kanu was missing, that nobody could actually tell his whereabouts. Almost a year, in October 2018, we saw him praying at the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. You remember that after that, he granted interview on Israeli national television, and he mentioned it with his own mouth that actually the Prime Minister of Israel was aware of his coming to Israel and also granted him security, which made it difficult for Interpol to arrest him in Israel. Bibi Netanyahu was aware when Nnamdi Kanu came into Israel, and he gave him security. He's aware. Many of you have been asking, oh, what is Israel doing? Do you think that Israel recognize and also acknowledge what Biafrans are going through? This is one of the ways to respond to your questions, and you must understand that it was after the statement of Netanyahu, Benjamin, that Donald Trump ordered the bombing of the ISIS target in Sokoto, where Nnamdi Kanu is now locked in. What do you think that is going to happen? The release of Nnamdi Kanu is imminent. The release of Nnamdi Kanu is imminent. The freedom of Biafra is imminent. Every one of you praying, you have to keep praying. Don't ever relent. Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever give up. Now, I want us to do something right now. In the chat section, for a quick poll, I want you to vote. What are you going to vote now? The question is this: do you see this as a fulfillment of prophecy? More especially those of you that have been following me on this channel across all my platforms, who have been hearing all my prophecies and all the prophetic prayers, more especially the most recent, which started on the 26th of September till today. Do you see this as a fulfillment of prophecy? Your vote should be either yes or no. Vote in the chat. Quickly vote in the chat section. Vote right now. Like and share this broadcast immediately. Like and share it.
Breaking moments ago, President Trump announcing a powerful strike against the Islamic State in Nigeria. Let's go back to Madison Scarpino live in West Palm Beach with the breaking details. Madison?
Yeah, Mike, President Trump says that strike was deadly, and he says it's because they've been targeting and viciously killing primarily Christians. Now, he just made the announcement on Truth Social saying in part, quote, "I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay." And tonight there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if their slaughter of Christians continues.
Now, lest I forget, I want to warn you, and as I warn you, warn others who are in Sokoto. Those who are in Sokoto and who are in other northern part of Nigeria, they should watch out and prepare for possible reprisal attacks against Christians in Sokoto Caliphate. I repeat, you should watch out if you are in Sokoto or in any part of the north in Nigeria. If you have people over there, warn them right now that they should don't be carried away with the festive period, all these celebrations and occasions. Don't be carried away. Watch out and prepare for possible reprisal attacks. They are going to react to the bombing by the US government at Sokoto. Sokoto is the spiritual gate of Nigeria. You need to understand. That's why I am making reference that you may go and watch the epic lecture that I gave. It was so detailed. All you need to know about Sokoto spiritually, physically, symbolically, politically, religiously. Go and watch it. The title of that epic lecture is Breaking Sokoto Secret Rulers Meets Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto Prison. It is on this channel. Watch it from the beginning to the end. You'll be shocked. Watch out and prepare for possible reprisal attacks against Christians in Sokoto. As US bombs ISIS target in Sokoto, Nigeria, there may be reprisal attacks on Christians in Sokoto or other northern parts or other part of the northern Nigeria. Remember that Sheikh Gumi has ordered President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to stop the US bombing of the terrorists immediately. Are you not aware of that? That Sheikh Gumi has ordered the President of Nigeria to immediately stop the US military operations against terrorists. So, if it doesn't stop, there may be reprisal attacks. Even as it stands now, you need to understand how the North behaves religiously. Anything that has to do with Christian or Christianity that affect them in the way they don't like, there is always a reprisal attacks. Don't say you were not told. I want you to also remember one of my prophecies. My prophecy on the 18th of April 2025, that you should go back to the east because there will be bombs and air strikes from October 2025. You remember that prophecy? Do you still remember the prophecy? Biafra major prophecy worldwide. Thus says the Lord. That is the title of the prophecy. That prophecy was given to me on the 5th of March, but it was made public on the 18th of April. After my 7 days dry fasting, go and watch it. And I told you that what is playing out now, the US military intervention in Nigeria, was also captured in that prophecy. And God told me to tell our people that they should move back to the east, because major highways will be cut off, the border will be closed, many highways will be cut off, and you will not be able to move down to the east. I don't want to say more than this. Go and watch that broadcast after now. The prophetic link in what is going on now, the role of our prophetic prayers and prophecies. You know that these events appear in connection with many, in so many ways. They connect, as I've explained minutes ago. The prayers, as they started 26th of September 2025, which focused on the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the protection of Nnamdi Kanu, and Biafra, with the scriptures we used in the book of Psalms 118 verse 17, Psalms 91 verse 11, Isaiah 61 verse 1, and a lot of other scriptures. These prayers have influenced the sequence. What is the sequence I'm talking about? From Trump's October 31st warning to Benjamin Netanyahu's Christmas statement and the US air and bomb strikes. Connect them together. Nnamdi Kanu's Judaism, okay, his connection with Jewish traditions, which aligns with Netanyahu's Judaism, creating a shared concern against persecution and threat. Nnamdi Kanu is threatened, Biafrans are threatened, so are Israel. And you know that Israel don't take anything that threatens them or any of their citizens lightly. You remember he said in the video I played minutes ago that anywhere in the world that there is a threat against a Jew, that Israel will hunt them down. Israel will not keep quiet. Remember what I said just a minute ago, that Benjamin Netanyahu granted Nnamdi Kanu special security in Israel. That was why throughout the 1 year plus he stayed in Israel in 2018 to 2019, nobody touched him. He was aware of who Nnamdi Kanu is. He is aware of what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. He is aware, Israel is aware that Biafra is their kith and kin and that Biafra need to be free. You know the cultural heritage of Israel and Biafra, or Igbo. You know the cultural heritage, whether in Judaism or in Judeo-Christian faith. The elements, one of them is Iriji. I will not explain all these customs in this broadcast because that is not the focus. Another one is circumcision. Judeo-Christians, they circumcise, right? Judaism, circumcise. One of the customs that they practice is New Moon Festival. New Moon Festival. Another one is apprenticeship. This is one of the laws or the customs that the Judaism faith practice, and also Igbo Biafrans, the practice. The list is endless. We are trying to connect them. We are trying to link them. Prayers have helped to prevent further attacks on Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. Now that this bomb has hit, they will tread with caution on how they handle the case of Nnamdi Kanu. This is what you need to understand. And the possible transfer of Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto prison to a nearby prison to Abuja, where he can challenge his appeal, is very, very clear. It is going to happen in few days. You need to understand, if the IPOB will play their card very well, if Biafran people will play their card very well, don't be carried away by the festive period and celebrations. Don't be carried away. Continue to hit the street. We have not seen enough peaceful protests across the world for the release of Nnamdi Kanu from the Sokoto prison. We have not seen enough of it. Now that US has given a signal and taken action, you have to start acting. I have been shouting and saying this in most of my broadcasts. Now it's time. You have seen the action of the US government. Move in action. Now is the best time to restore Biafra. Don't wait until Donald Trump exits office. Don't wait. This is the signal. Don't wait. Because Benjamin Netanyahu need someone like President Trump in the US in order to intervene in the affair of Biafrans. You need to understand what the major prophet of God is saying. The bombing has interrupted larger threats against Nnamdi Kanu. This is also responding to Christian killings in Nigeria. I want you to share your own prayer experience in the comment right now. Type, what have you experienced since we started praying? There has been major moves in different ways since the 26th September prayers 2025 started until today. Shabaraba ileko bandeya, rebadana and sombrehante, gali prako shabata. For my birthday and support for the work of God, send to dollar account. Maxwell Nnawuihe, send to dollar account immediately. The account number is 20 40 54 55 74. Nnawuihe Maxwell Ekenedrichku, dollar account 2040 54 55 74. 2040 54 55 74. Swift code FBNINGLA. First Bank PLC. Remember, we are going into 14 decrees now. We need to buy a land immediately and start putting up structure where the church will be. As at now, we are looking for where to go because we have been given quick notice where we are and the time had expired. It is urgent. If you want to give a naira to support the work of God, to support or to celebrate me for my birthday, the account number for Naira account is 10198666723. Polaris Bank. The account name is Maxwell Nnawuihe for Naira account. Maxwell Nnawuihe for the Naira account. 10198666723. Polaris Bank.
election ga-eme ka Nigeria wede mma. Ndị na-aghọta ya amụma mbụrụ si na m obodo onye amụma ụra. MSC election njinji ejibem chai Mr. Peter Wekaba no tribunal ebelebe ebube amahaja tikobu bakejebe n'emere ka jesano batano kaba Supreme Court ikpe biela no ụmụ Igbo nọ n'ime ndị mmadụ nọ n'akwa adịghị mma nwere iwe meziri n'ime ụwa ụmụ Igbo eziokwu nọ na Nnamdi Kanu nọ na nga eziokwu nọ na nga United Nations government has set him free, let him go. Let him go. Akana boya bongo no papa. Limo state obara mfedeli. Mahesani limo state obara rangwedeli. Bata